If you're a real estate agent who's struggling to get deals, then you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to dive into a popular topic, which is lead generation, but we're going to talk about whether you're using that terminology correctly and if that's really what you need. As real estate agents, we need leads so we can convert them into clients and get deals, but that might not be what you need. We're going to take a look at several different things so you can diagnose what is wrong or what is keeping you from getting more sales in your real estate business. We're going to take a look at things like website traffic, lead generation, lead conversion, take a look at sales funnels, and making sure that you have a complete system so that you can not only turn traffic into leads, leads into clients, and clients into deals. So be sure to stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to show you what a full all-in-one website and sales funnel lead generation system should look like and how to properly use this to not only generate more website traffic, converting that traffic to leads, nurturing those leads into clients, and converting those clients and onboarding them into deals. So be sure to stick around to the end and let's get started. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 15 years of marketing experience, and I take that experience in web design, SEO, and I help you grow your real estate business. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release a new video and training. So let's dive into today's topic. And I really wanted to cover this because this is a very controversial issue. We always need lead generation. And this started this topic because my own agents were coming to me, showing me different funnels and other ways to generate leads because they think that's the magic fix that's going to get them more deals and help them grow their business. As it is an important factor of our business because we have to have leads to be able to convert them into clients. But there's a whole process. A lot of times, a lot of agents come to me and they say, I need to generate more leads, but they already have tons of traffic. They already have tons of leads, but they're not converting those leads. And that's a whole different skill set. That's a website issue. That's a workflow issue, an onboarding process issue, a lead nurturing issue. And then there's sometimes that they're not generating leads because they're not, delivering enough traffic to their website. A lot of people think they go buy a sales funnel, that it's magically going to generate leads. If you've seen any of my other training, you know that funnels and landing pages do not generate traffic. You have to send them traffic via Facebook ads, organic SEO through your website, blogs, content marketing, videos, social media. You have to send them traffic, and then they process the traffic with that key conversion or call to action that you want them to do for the end user to schedule an appointment, download your guides, or become a client. So what I want to dive in today is the first point is we need to properly understand the difference between website traffic, lead generation, and lead nurturing. And it's very simple breakdown. Website traffic is people and visitors, unique traffic that is coming to your website. So you could have unique visitors that have never been before. You could have returning visitors, and then you have people that view pages. What we want to focus on is the unique aspect that we're getting new eyes on our website every month, but also those people are coming back, whether it's reading our community blog or real estate blog, they're coming back to our website to look at listings or to interact, but we want to have a balance of both. Now, a lot of people think that they have a lead generation problem, but they really have a traffic problem. They're not getting enough visitors to their website. So we're going to talk about aspects on how to get more traffic, but we need to send more people to our website. Then to generate leads is when that traffic has given up information. So whether it is their first name, their email address, a phone number, some way to get in contact with them where it sets that traffic of the 50 visitors that came to your website that today. Now visitor number 36 is John Smith at johnsmith@aol.com. Okay. So now we have a way to get in contact with him, and he's turned from a visitor or a prospective lead into an actual lead. Now we can get in contact with them and start that nurturing process. And this is very important. I hear so many people say, oh, I had 50 leads, but they don't have any information for them. So understanding the difference between traffic and lead is very important because you need a balance of both. And then once you have a lead, that's when we start the lead nurturing process, like a drip campaign, following up with them and trying to get them to take the next step in whether it's the home buying or selling process. So we need to understand both of those so we can actually diagnose the problem that we're having and be able to make a correct strategy and put a plan into place to be able to fix those things so we can get more real estate sales and deals. All right, so now that we understand what website traffic is, lead generation, lead nurturing, now we can start diagnosing the problems with our lead generation strategy. So the first thing we're going to do is analyze our website's traffic. And this is super important. I find a lot of real estate agents, even just a lot of people with the marketing of their business, they don't track anything. And so you want to make sure you're tracking. So in order to be able to analyze your website traffic, you need to be using something like Google Analytics, which is free. It needs to be installed onto your website, which is super easy. There's tons of videos out there and tutorials. But this will allow you to track how many unique visitors have been to your website, how many returning visitors, how many page views, which pages are getting the most views, which pages aren't, what type of demographics were they coming from? Are they from your local area or they're somewhere from another country? So you can take a look at how you're directing traffic. Maybe you're reaching the wrong segment in the country and you're not targeting locally like you should be. It's going to help determine all those demographics as well as what type of devices they're using and things like that. So you need to be able to analyze your traffic because we need to see, do you have low traffic? Or maybe do you have okay traffic? And then we realize maybe it's a lead generation problem. You're not capturing leads. So we want to find out if we're getting that traffic. And a good number to shoot for is you at least, as depending on how big your business is, but even a new or a smaller agent, maybe part-time, you should be getting at least 100 views to your website a month. If you're getting 10 to 20 views a month, of course, you're not going to generate leads. Remember, all of this is a numbers game. If you have the right system in place, it is a numbers game. The more eyes you get on the website, the more leads you convert. The more leads you convert, the more leads that turn into clients and deals. So we want to make sure we're analyzing our traffic. We have key metrics to shoot for. So if you're just starting out, maybe you're only getting 10, 20 views, set a goal to get 100 views. So maybe write more blog articles, do more YouTube videos, do more social media, everything that will point back to your website and your sales funnel. For that. And then also determine what pages are getting the most views. So that way you can push more content like that so that your website will be able to rank better and you can get organic SEO on top of that, or start driving some paid ads to your website. And if you do paid ads, make sure that if you're doing anything for buyers, it's going to the buyers landing page or some way for them to capture leads. And same thing, sellers page or a real estate investors page, a renters page, whatever audience you're going after, make sure they're getting the information they have. And another key factor to look at in analyzing your website is your bounce rate. So the higher percentage for your bounce rate is not good. So you want that to be as low as possible. And then if they show it to you in seconds or minutes, you want that to be as high as possible. What does bounce rate mean? It means when a user gets to your website, no matter how they got there, did they find the content they need? Did they scroll through your website? Did they start browsing, or did they immediately go, oop, that's not what I needed, and they exited? So if Google starts to see that people stay on your website for 30 seconds, they're going to determine that the content you're ranking for is not necessarily what people are getting. They're not getting the right information, so you're going to hurt your SEO. You want to shoot anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes minimum for them to be on your website so they can browse and look. And obviously, the more they surf on your website, the more articles they read, the more listings they view, the better your results are going to be. So determine whether you have a website traffic problem. If you have a website traffic problem, then obviously we need to increase more views on your website, which we'll talk about later in this video. Now we need to evaluate our lead generation strategy or process. So what's this going to look like? So if you have plenty of traffic coming to your website If that traffic is not giving up their information, then guess what? You're not converting leads and there's some kind of disconnect. So either they're not finding the information that they need, maybe they don't like the content they're reading, your website, maybe the design of it, it's not instilling confidence. Maybe it's not mobile friendly where they're able to read content very easy. So part of that is what questions do we need to start asking ourselves? One, is our website mobile friendly? You'll know if your website's not mobile friendly if it's all zoomed out. You got to zoom in to start reading content. Two, is our information loading quickly? Some people might not want to wait because they'll think your website's broken if it doesn't load quickly. You need to look at aspect of maybe putting a heat map on your website to see how far people are scrolling. Are they enjoying the content? Are they reading? Are they getting the information? How far are they getting down there before they give up and move on to another website or move on to another page? So think about that. Do you have landing pages and funnels implemented correctly? So if you're talking in your social media post about buying your first home, make sure they're not going to the seller's page or the home page. Direct them to the buyer's page so they can schedule a consultation. They can start looking through listings so your CRM can capture them when they start looking at listings. To view more listings, they should enter their email address. If they're not entering their email address, you're missing out. I hear this all the time from agents. How do I disable that function? Because they feel like their leads or their traffic or the prospects are getting annoyed. You need them to give up information. If they're on Zillow, they have to register to save those houses. So you need to, if they're going to surf your website, they need to be able to put their information in so they can start saving their searches. You can track what they're looking at, and that way you can better service them and set search alerts. So don't miss out on that function. Never, make excuses for collecting information and using it responsibly. Okay. Making sure your funnels are set up correctly. Do they have step-by-step process to get people from traffic to lead, to a potential client, to a client through negotiation? And how does that whole process look? Okay. Are you following up with your leads in a timely manner? A lot of times people don't have a lead generation problem. They have a lead follow-up problem. And whether you don't want a cold call or you're paying ads to come in or you have people coming in organically, either way, you have to call these people. If you're not picking up the phone, if you're not texting them immediately, they're moving on to the next realtor because they're there to get the information. We live in an age where we have information at our fingertips. And if you're delaying them receiving that information and the help, you're going to miss out on the lead. Are you utilizing your smart CM correctly? So in our brokerage, we get KV Core for free, and it is amazing at capturing leads. And so make sure you're using your CRM correctly. Now, I am going to caveat this. A lot of people think their lead generation problem is they don't have the right CRM, so they need to convert to Follow Up Boss or Chime. It is not the problem. The problem is probably you. You don't have the right system in place. All of these products work. Everything can work if you have the right system and things intact. So take a look at all these factors. Make sure that you have lead magnets, and make sure your website is able to capture leads. I go to websites all the time and they don't have an online form. There's nowhere to contact them to schedule an appointment. Now with Calendly and free tools like that, you can embed the booking calendar right to your website so they don't have to leave. They can book a time that works for them. Please do not have them email you and say, oh, can you do Thursday or Tuesday at 7? Let them pick the time that works for them of your availability and your calendar and get that lead booked, because within literally less than a minute, you could have them booked versus going back and forth in an email and then them getting distracted and losing time. So make sure your website can capture leads and be able to get those leads into your CRM and automate that whole process. All right, so our next process is to consider our sales process. So maybe you've diagnosed that, hey, I'm getting plenty of traffic, I'm getting leads, I got people in my database. Then it's your sales process. You're not nurturing those leads. There's some kind of breakdown from them going to lead to clients. So take a look. You giving them the information they need? Are you giving them value? What is your sales, what is your sales approach with them? Are you too hard? Are you actually taking a look at their personalities? Some people don't need as much information. You're overwhelming them. Some people, they need that information and hand holding to get them through that process. So make sure that, you're taking a look at their disc profile, kind of analyzing the communication with them. and working with them, but also not overwhelming them with tons of calls and tons of hard closings and things like that. So make sure that you have a good lead nurturing strategy, because this is the important. A lot of people can get leads, but what you do with those leads is crucial into getting that next deal. So take a look at that process. So how are you onboarding your clients? A good simple step, which I'll show you in this funnel later, is we're taking the client from traffic. They click and schedule an appointment. Now they're filling out an onboarding intake form. They're watching some presentations, so we can cut down on the whole consultation process and be able to really dive down deep what they're looking for. And then we take them into learning about offers and negotiation and what closing looks like, and going and scheduling listing appointments. Like, have a complete funnel on how you're going to onboard them and keep that automated to save you time. So focus on that process and the end user experience, because that is everything to convert your leads into your next closed deal. All right, so now that we have diagnosed the problem, how do we implement a strategy to fix that problem? So I'm going to share some things that you can do with the current tools and systems that you have to fix that problem and be able to fix it today. And what are some other tools that you can use? Maybe you just don't have anything and you need a system. So we're going to go over all that. You're going to see me kind of look over to the side because I have a checklist and I want to make sure I get through all of those options for you so that we can cover everything that we need to cover. So the first thing is, if we diagnose that we have a traffic problem, how do we get more traffic? Okay. Generating traffic is several different ways. Some of the quickest ways is to run ads. Now, this is a cost-based deal. So you can run Facebook ads, maybe a YouTube video ad. You can run Google ads, LinkedIn ads. There's so many different types of ads out there that you can do. The key is make sure that whatever the ad that you're running, let's say it's download the buyer's guide or homes under 350 or see an exclusive list of just reduced homes, make sure you're doing some way of getting their information, whether that's a Facebook lead gen form or you have them go and fill out an online form to get access to that. Do not give away access unless they filled out a form. And I highly recommend that you email them the link to that, because that will guarantee that they've given you a correct email address, or you can text it to them, but they have to be able to receive that to move on, so you know you have a valid lead. You can optimize your website for SEO. I have lots of videos on that. We'll be doing more about that. But one way to optimize your SEO is with content. So start a blog. There's articles, links in this article below on my website that you can go start your own blog. Writing content, do community-based things. Your blog content doesn't have to be about real estate per se. You can provide tips, and you can write stuff about your community to show that you're an advocate, and stuff that people are searching for now. They're naturally going to see you're a realtor. You can put a business directory on your website. You can do city pages with demographics, the school system, everything. So you can create content on your website, leverage social media to promote your website. Remember that your website, not your funnels, not your landing page, your website is the top of all of your marketing. So everything should flow to and from your website. It should be kind of a table of contents of everything that you're doing. And then based on what your content is about, that's where we send them to a certain landing page or the start of a funnel. So do that. Leverage online directories and listing yourself, realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, all of those places. Yelp, make sure you're getting Google reviews, and that will help you generate more traffic. So the next step is we're going to evaluate kind of the sales funnel that you're using. If you have a website or a funnel, make sure that you have a funnel. Make sure it's mobile friendly. Make sure it's optimized for fast loading speed. Make sure you're using high quality visuals, such as, photos and videos, and make sure they're photos of you. So if you're talking about you or your team, make sure they're not stock photos or just cityscapes. You can use stock photos of your city or your area, but make sure they're there because they want to have a connection with you. Use as much video as you can. Highly recommend it because video is high converting. Make sure your sales funnel is captured or optimized to capture leads. So make sure there's online forms, whether it's signing up for your newsletter, scheduling an appointment, or looking at listings where they have to give up their information to look at more than 2 photos. Make sure you have funnels in place, like a buyer's funnel, a seller's funnel, investor's funnel, a renter's funnel. You have landing pages for lead magnets, like your buyer's guide, your seller's guide, first time home buyer's guide. Put out those guides and those free resources to attract people to your website to capture those leads. Make sure you got call to actions, you've integrated your IDX, and you could also retarget ads to have people come back to your website that have already been there. Maybe they visited, they want to use you, but they got distracted by life. Now you're going to start seeing those ads pop up. Just like when you go to Amazon, you start seeing that product everywhere. You could do the same thing with your audience. So now let's talk about, maybe there's a lead generation problem. You're not generating enough leads. You have traffic to your website. So make sure, again, it's the same idea with the sales funnel, that you have lead magnets, home buyer's guide, first time home buyer's guide, seller's guide. Create optimized landing pages such as homes under 350 in Houston, open houses in Houston, just reduced homes in Houston. Any type of those things that people would be searching for, and those top keywords. And then again, high quality content is everything. Make sure your content is not generic. It has to do with your area, shows off your expertise. And again, you're using blog content, video content, social media content. And then we need to take a look at how to convert these clients into leads. So one way could be to use email marketing to nurture them and put them on a drip campaign and constantly send them value. Real popular thing is to send out a weekly newsletter. And it's not just about real estate, those can be at the bottom, but it's, hey, check out these top 3 new restaurants in Houston, or check out this new dog park that just opened up, or top 5 family-friendly activities in Houston. Give them information about the community to keep them excited, because that'll keep their guard down. And this allows them to come to you without that forceful sales approach, that they can actually come to you because they chose to. And so that's one way to kind of start generating more leads. And then how do we convert them into leads is by providing social proof on your website. Make sure that you have testimonials. And if you don't have clients, you're new, write to have people that know you write testimonials and speak to your character and your work ethic, and make sure you give your leads a sense of urgency, such as scheduling a consultation with you, making an offer, because if we're in winter months, there's not as many homes. And then if we start getting into busy season, well, homes are not going to stay on the market very long. Interest rates are rising, so don't wait, because it could cost you money. So those are some ways to start implementing a strategy that works. And I'll be doing more in depth of each one of these, because I could spend hours talking about each one of these. And so you can go to my website, or look at some other videos I have about those specific techniques and strategies to be able to drive more traffic, convert more leads, generate more leads, and actually nurture them through that process. All right, so I wanted to actually share my screen and show you a demo of a funnel that I've built and that is available to use. But I want you to actually look what a funnel and an all-in-one system should look like, that connects all of your tools together. A lot of people think they just need a funnel or a landing page, but you need all of them. You need a website, you need a funnel, you need a landing page. If you don't know the differences, I have other training videos out there, but a website, again, is the summary of everything that you do. But funnels and landing pages have one intent, one conversion intent, and that's what you need to have, is a system that's working together, that's connecting all of your tools together. So let's do a quick tour of this. And this will show you examples of how to generate traffic, how to generate leads, how to nurture those leads through the funnel, and what that should look like. So my goal is for you to take away aspects that you could fix yourself with the current tools that you have, or take a look at maybe you need to upgrade because you don't have any of these tools in hand. I'll leave a link to this demo so you can explore on your own and get more information if this is something that interests you. So right away, we see who we are, what area we sell. This is a website. It has everything there, homepage. We got some social proof. We have featured properties. This one has exclusive listings that are not through the IDX. You can personally input these. So maybe you're trying to promote some listings in your office or some listings of your own. You can put them in here to separate them. Especially if you're in luxury, you can say exclusive, listings, and make it feel like it's an exclusivity thing. And here we have already the services we offer. This will throw the visitor into a funnel to start trying to generate that lead, which I'll show you a sample of one. Again, here, social proof. What do our clients say? So I have one for a buyer, a seller, an investor, resources and guides. So here again, I'm trying to capture leads. Buyer's guide, they're going to click here, they're going to put in their email address and then go download the guide, but they have to give up that to do that. Or maybe they're not ready to commit to any of that, but they would love to have a newsletter, then they can sign up here. And then information about me or whoever the agent is, and then a blog. So this is going to help with SEO to drive that organic traffic. Put out blog article minimum once a week about different things like market reports and things to do in Houston and parks and things like that. You can have a YouTube feed in here or just have some featured videos. So that way you're generating SEO for your YouTube videos, for your website, and then you can put important information that you want them to see, or like I said, have a YouTube feed in there where it puts the newest video automatically. Again, another way to, maybe they're not ready for a consultation, but they just have a few questions. Well, now they can ask them and submit a form. So this is the homepage. Again, is the summary of everything you're doing. So let's take real quick a look at a buyer's funnel. And then, so technically you can send buyers here. This would function as a landing page. A funnel is basically the steps and processes for them to convert from a lead to a client. So here again, find your dream home. Let us help you navigate the Houston market. If they say get started today, guess what? It pops up a form automatically and countedly to schedule a buyer's consultation. So they can come in here and literally click and say, oh, he's got 8 o'clock at 10 a.m. available. Schedule right into your calendar. Again, a little information about why they should choose us. Another way to book a consultation. They could also search a property, and this would redirect to my IDX website, or you can have it just embedded into your website, whatever you want to do. But again, it's another strategy of trying to get them to give up their information. And now we're going to explain the steps of the home buying process. So this kind of is the outline of the funnel. Get pre-approved. You can link them to one of your preferred lenders. They book a consultation. Again, that form will pop up. They can fill out a client intake form. So once they fill out this book a consultation, it will redirect them to a client intake form. So now they can literally start adding, and it's a dynamic form based on their questions. They can ask more questions and literally can get all the information. So you don't have to ask this stuff in an email or ask this stuff in the consultation, and it'll save you some time. So now we go through, now they can start searching. They can learn about offers and negotiations. So you can put in videos of, a basic buyer's presentation, what is it like to do offer and negotiation, what does inspection and closing look like. So that way you're giving them that information at their own leisure. And again, you're saving time in your consultation by where it allows you to connect with them, and instead of giving that same generic information that you give to everybody. Again, we have a call to action again to download the buyer's guide, another way to get the information. Frequently asked questions, social proof again, and then, hey, are you ready to get started? So these are some elements of what a full-on real estate website and sales funnel and landing pages look like, and all in one place. And then you have your properties page where they can search for properties, do a custom search. They can search by featured areas. So maybe you want to do a save search for common suburbs in your area or other towns that you service. And then on top of it, you can have a resource and blog. So these are all things that are helping you to not only drive traffic, but to get them to give up their information to become a lead, and then take that lead into a client to close a deal. So this is an example of that. If you'd like to see more of that, I have a link down below so you can explore the demo. You can either click the buy now, which would redirect you to the funnel's landing page, so you can take a look and learn about all the information that you need to purchase this funnel. And then if you still have questions, feel free to book a consultation with me. Remember to give this video a like. hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can see more videos like this. And I hope this gives you enough to start going in the right direction, to start not only developing, but diagnose what's currently wrong with your business so you can create a new strategy to grow your business in 2023, because it's never been easier, especially with technology. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If there's a topic you would like to see, put those in the comments below. If you'd like to get a funnel like this for free, and other amazing training like Karubi social media content done for you, take a look at joining our real estate group here with all of the amazing training that we have. And there's a link below where you can book a consultation with me and let me show you all of the amazing things that we offer. And again, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.